We are live.
Heck yeah.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Today, we're talking with Journeyy Chau, talking about electronics. Welcome to Catfish Rehab.
Woo. All right,
Yeah.
let's get it done.
Woohoo. But we'll go ahead and let a few, some more people get in the stream here.
Let's do it.
Richard's in the stream. About time. But yeah, what I'll do, Journey, is I'll go ahead and everybody that does a question, I'll go ahead and add it just like that. Can you see that question, that Richard?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can see it pretty good, man.
Perfect. So we'll let a few more people join the stream, and we'll talk about.
Sounds good. I'm pretty sure everybody's out fishing anyways, because like I said, it's nice out. So
Yeah, but who wouldn't want to show with you on it? I mean,
I'm nobody, man. I'm just like you, brother.
Nah,
I'm nobody.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. So.
Just an average Joe person, like to help everybody, man. I mean, that's just how it is,
Yep.
Trying to help the catfish community. Do my part. I enjoy doing it. So getting to meet a lot of cool people, learn a lot of things, man. So it's pretty cool. So.
Yeah. All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself. We got some people on the stream. So we'll go ahead and just
for people that know who I am, my name is Journeyy Chau. Yeah, long journey, puppy chow, whatever you want to call it. A lot of my friends call me the ninja. Like, my buddy Rick Fishback and all them guys call me the ninja. I got all kind of names, man, growing up. So it's Journeyy Chau. Awesome. But anyways, I've been a Humminbird Pro staff for I think going on 4 to 5 years now. I mean, dude, like a lot of people ask me, how do you get that gig? How do you get so lucky? And to be honest, man, I'm just lucky. Maybe at the right place at the right time. I don't know. Putting stickers, on your boat. Like all these guys, who cares if you put stickers of companies you like on your car or your truck? It doesn't matter, man.
Yeah.
All I did was just use Humminbird and put their sticker on my boat. And one day this guy asked me, or Jay, who asked me, hey, you ever think about pro staffing? And like, heck yeah, dude, it was the best day of my life, man. I was so happy. So bottom line is, you never know when the opportunity comes, man. You just never know. So I just got lucky. Yeah. And
it's all about being loyal too.
Yeah. I'm all about Humminbird and Dakota, man. I love the brand. Like I tell a lot of people, man, it's not, like I told you earlier, it's never about the money. It's about being part of something cool. And the cool thing is, man, I get to meet so many people, catfishing, bass guys. It don't matter, man. Small boat, little boat. Dude, I help everybody. They hit me up, got questions, help them all. It doesn't matter if you drive a pontoon or jet ski, it doesn't matter. As long as you're running Humminbird, Dakota, Canon products, whatever, I'm there to help any time of the day. Like I said, I get a lot of calls all the time on the weekends. And speaking of that, I apologize to the people that, message me and stuff, on the weekends. I got life too. I go fishing, especially when I'm on the lake. I'm not there to, sorry if I don't answer all these questions and forget to get back to everybody, but normally I'm on the lake or doing something else. But I typically do get back to people, man. But there's times where I forget to message some people back, and my apologies. Like I said, we're not all perfect. So, but I mean, that's pretty much about myself. Oh yeah, and I forgot I live in Wichita, Kansas too. So right in the middle.
Kansas.
Yep. And the cool thing is about Kansas, man. Honestly, like 30 minutes, east, west, south, north, whatever. I can get to like 4 or 5 different lakes. Hour, good lake. 2 hours, awesome lake. So I mean, where we live, it's pretty cool. So and we got good fishing too.
Good channels, blues, and flatheads.
Yeah, I mean, the blues are getting there, but we got good channels and flatheads. Unfortunately, I don't fish flatheads, so I don't know anything about flatheads. But it's something I want to look into eventually for these reservoirs. I don't either. Yeah. Crappie, I fish from the wintertime because they're easy to find. But blues are getting there. Blues starting to get up there. I mean, we don't got big sizes like down south, dude, but 20, 30 pounders, that's a good blue here for Kansas. So of course, we got Milford. So
well, and you get into a lot of hybrids too, don't you?
Yeah, and I fish for a lot of hybrids, man, and they're fun. Pretty soon here after this spring pattern passed through, get to warmer water, let's go back up and I'll go back after them again. But it's cool though, because wintertime I'll go for crappie or hybrids. And then the spring comes, where we target catfishing, which what we're doing now, the shallows, because we all love the shallow water bite. And then after when they go in the spawn, I'll go after the hybrids. and then when fall comes or whatever after spawn, we'll go back there after catfish and kind of a little mix of everything. So we fish year round. So
now the question everybody asks, well, I get it quite a bit. How can you tell the difference between a hybrid, crappie, catfish, or any kind of fish comparable on your graph?
That's actually a good question, man. But it's really not about the sonar see them, but you got to kind of know what species do.
Yep.
So, like catfish, they're spread out. Sometimes they're schooled, and to me, catfish don't school up as tight like hybrids. The hybrids will school up real good in the springtime. That's how I find them in white bass. And you see white bass and hybrids school up real good. Now, when I'm looking for catfish, man, they're spread out. I mean, catfish don't school as tight. Crappies, same thing. Crappies like shad pretty much in the wintertime. I mean, they're like a crappie to me, where we fish at, they don't, well, depend on which lake and what I'm looking for. Crappie can be as cloud, or it could be just hugging the bottom, just from what I experienced. So,
just stacked right up.
But every lake is different, man. We got to pattern them and know what they're doing. I can tell you it looks like cloud, and I don't want everybody to go around. Well, Journey say it looks like cloud. No, crappie can be clouds. I mean, crappie can be separated, or crappie can be hugging the bottom. Blues, I mean, from what I've seen, like, man, I don't catfish like you guys do. You guys are the catfish king. You travel everywhere. I mean, you see them stacked up, but it could be blues or carp, striper. Yes, I see every lake is different. But I can tell you around here, where I target here in Kansas, when I'm targeting hybrids, man, they school tight and they stay there. And that's why I like my 360. You can see them where they're at. I mean, you can spot lock and just cast all day and catch them. Same thing with crappie. Crappie in the wintertime, they're deep. They move around a lot. So it just depends, man. It's a hard question to answer because every lake is different.
Yep. Now on your can you tell on your 2D, like I know in some units you can tell on your 2D what, if it's a scaled fish or if it's a skin fish.
Yeah. Man, honestly, I hear that before because catfish got like softer skin and scale and their school, whatever. Me, honestly, I haven't really. To me, it's just I really don't know. I can't tell you that they all look the same to me until. That's why it comes to. Now, that's just my opinion. That's why it comes to knowledge on how fish move and their what do you call that? Just their
pattern.
Yeah, their pattern, exactly, to know what they are. I got some people swear you can see the school, but man, I see marks all the same, and we drift through them or whatever, and we catch catfish. So I mean, I can't really say it's true. It can be true. And sometimes catfish bury themselves in the mud too, and I don't know, but like I said, I can't answer that question. I mean, 100%.
Okay.
But what I tell everybody is throw a line in.
See what it is.
when your sonar is blowing up, just throw your line in and see what you get. So.
Either use an artificial or cut bait. You're gonna catch something.
I can see dude when I'm fishing and I mark a lot of school fish. It could be shad, but I'll be sitting there for like 15, 20 minutes and throwing artificial at them and they're probably shad. So there's big shad that looks like crappie too. So it's hard to say, man. And I went fishing and I marked a lot of fish, and we all do this. We get pissed off and don't know what it is, and you know what I do? I pull my casting out and see what it is. And dude, a lot of times they're drum.
Yeah.
The drum will school up just like shad or anything else on the bottom. So.
Okay. Oh yeah. I think David Weiner's got a.
Oh yeah, I see that question. Yeah, David. I'll get to that here in a little bit, man. Well, since you asked that question, I know it's important about how exact does your sonar transducer placement angles needs to be. You get some great images, so explain how you're setting up your transducer, please. David, yeah, you're correct. I think transducer placement is really important. But there's a lot of talk out there on leveling your boat and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you my opinion on that. I don't think it makes a difference because all the transducers that I installed, I never leveled a transducer at all. I just installed it square, straight up and leveled. But leveling the boat, I mean, if you want to be technical, then put the same weight that you're gonna fish with every day, same amount of people. So your boat's always gonna be, heavier on one side and lighter on the other. So to me, leveling doesn't matter. It will help it can help, but are you going to fish by yourself all the time? You know, so just think about that when you level a transducer. So we catfishermen, we have a lot of gear. I mean, or anchors. You know, you might have live wells full, whatever it is. So you change an angle. So leveling doesn't really matter to me, really. I mean, I eyeball it. The water line on a boat will help you. Let you know how your boat sits in water, so it gives you an idea. But I'll show people how. Yeah, so it is important.
I know.
But the main
I've done the penny trick.
Yeah,
where you put a level on your boat.
Yeah,
and then you. Yeah, I've done that.
And there's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean,
but I mean,
like I said, there's nothing wrong.
Like what you said, if you got a certain amount of people in your boat, or if you got your live well full, that, or if you got the fuel tank fuel,
exactly,
that also makes a difference.
But I mean,
I never thought of that.
It can help, and I think other times too, I look at the boat if they're been sitting for a while in the water. You can tell where the water line is, and you can adjust to that. But my main important thing is that transducer is leveled and squared, and not too low or too high. So, but what I do is on the mega imaging transducer is I tighten mine enough where it's not really tight, where I can move it a little force, I can move it up and down. So if I get in the water and I don't like how it sits, I can adjust it with a little pressure. And that's it.
Go adjust. There you go.
So cool. My transducer is not tight. I'm not perfect, man. There's times where I want mine to be lower or higher. So, but I rather have clear images than want to rebottom. So if I'm by Humminbird, I want to, see good images, not read my speed when I'm on 30 mile an hour. Yeah. So So and what I learned is too on transducers, if you angle the mega imaging, say this is the back, you angle like that. To me, it's level with the boat because your back end of the boat is always lower. But if you angle your transducer down like that, you can see bottom, but your image is not as clear. And I experienced that myself. I didn't like it that way, so I'd rather just be kind of eyeballing where it's not too high, too low. Yeah, and I get clear images too. And I've done this to all the boats. So to me, leveling the transducer doesn't matter to me. Awesome. But I mean, people argue with me all they want, but that's just my experience. Like I said, there's nothing wrong. You can do however you want, but that's how I do it. Yep. Tommy Gibbs, can you read out his question for me?
Why don't I get the same images up here on the Des Moines River like I do on Wheeler or even my local lake tributary? Well, Tommy Gibbs, I can answer that for Tommy. Is because there's just not that many big of fish up here in Iowa, the Des Moines River, as there is in Wheeler. I mean, that just says right there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's where he's going with it, but
well, I can kind of answer that question too, Tommy. I fish. I don't travel as much as you do, Phil, but when I go to different lakes, my settings are never the same. So it could be the lake, man. It could be whatever's in the lake. Like I said, I think clear water you get a lot better images, but I can get good images in muddy water as well. But I don't think it get as clear water. But you can still get good images. I think it's just playing with your settings because I can guarantee you now you can fish this Kansas lake and then go down to PK and keep the same settings. Everything's gonna be different. Like me, I'm like a DJ, man. When I'm on my boat, I'm gonna be playing with buttons, adjusting, turning knobs. So it's never the same. And people always ask me, and this we hate it when people ask us this. Where's your setup at? Where's your setup at? To be honest, leave yours at 0. And adjust to that. We can't really tell you because we all fish different lakes. So whatever my settings is, so whatever settings that I use for my lakes or where I fish, it might not be the same as yours. Now, I can tell you this though, my chart speed stays the same no matter what on my Humminbirds. So my Solix or Helix is always at 4 or 5. I can tell you that for sure. Yep. But
Tommy was he was referring to clarity.
Clarity, dude, and just play with your sensitivity and contrast, and that's why I tell everybody, man, it makes a big difference when you just play with the contrast up and down and you see what it does and then adjust your sensitivity to that. So I said, I think it's just playing with unit. I can't tell you unless I see what he's seeing. Yeah, for sure. So we got David Weiner. We'll do some questions right now and then we'll get into how your boat's set up. What exactly you got? That's good, man. Do you feel you're getting better images because your bottom is harder
versus Iowa, where we have pretty much
Yes,
mud bottom.
I really think hard bottom is clear to me. I went to PK. I love PK. The fishing sucks that for us, but PK, I love PK because you know why? It's deep water. It's rocky, and it's clear, dude. I get some awesome images at PK. So I think the bottom softness, hardness does make a big difference. So.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, Tim, on mine it just changed what the arc looks like. Oh, okay. Tim says on difference between him, everybody knows Doc Lang. On mine, he said on his it just changes the arc. Looks like still finds fish. That's cool.
Man, and I can tell you this, man. Every boat, you can set up 2 boats next to each other the same way, and it might have different images. It's just the way it is.
Yep.
I mean, but bottom line is you're still gonna get clear images no matter what. If you know how to adjust it right. But most of the time, people go out there in a default settings and get good images. And do a little tweaking here and there, and they got a good down imaging, side imaging, or whatnot. But
okay.
Yes. Okay. I see Adam Him's question. Will a second transducer help cut down on interference? Yes, it will, but I don't think it's necessary unless you really have to. I've installed on a couple ProCat 240s where pods were in the way no matter where you move it. So adding a second transducer helped with the, with all the interference with the pods. So it does cut down interference, and you really don't have to trim your motor up and down. When you add 2 transducers with the splitter cable, it's automatic.
Okay.
Left transducer see the left side, and right transducer see the right side, and you wouldn't have to adjust your motor. But it does work pretty good. But I don't think you have to unless you need to. You don't have to unless you have to. You don't need to unless you have to. Does that make sense? So like on the ProCat 240s, I've done a couple. Well, I've seen a couple where you mount on a plate, you get a little interference from the pods. But the thing is, I found out you have to move it down lower, so don't use the plate you don't get an interference through the pods.
Oh, okay.
But that plate on the ProCat, they're good for high speed transducer if people want to read bottom if they're running down the river or whatnot.
Okay.
Aaron and Wheelie, my frequency is always on full on 2D. And in Kansas lakes, it's shallow. I don't use 2D a lot, to be honest with you. I use a lot of side imaging more than anything else here. The deepest spot I probably fish is 30 feet around here. Now, if I go deeper water like PK was, 2D down imaging is awesome. That's all I use on there because it's so deep. But here in Kansas, man, we're shallow. I'll leave my 2D on full, and it works pretty good. When I'm crappie fishing, I can see crappie and stuff, So correlate my 2D with down imaging, of course, but it's my spectrum is always at full.
Okay, cool. We got Kevin asked a question: 45 or 450, 800 or mega for SI advantages of each.
I can answer that one. So with the older units, the Gen 2s and maybe the Gen 1s with HD transducer, it's always 450. Okay, well, I'll start out with this. The Gen 2 megas, if I'm in like about 5 to, or even say 10 to 15, 20 feet, I'll use mega. But now this is the older one, the old Gen 2s megas. I'll go to 4 feet to 5.
Okay.
In deeper water because you get more range out of it. Okay. Because the mega transducers, the Gen 2 megas, you tend to lose range on the older units when you go in deeper water. Now, the newer units, the new Gen 3 Helixes, Gen 2 Solixes, you could see mega out far with a couple adjustments on your unit, but I leave mine on mega all the time. But some people say that you can see fish better in 4 feet to 5. Dude, I see fish good in mega everywhere. So, but it's all about tweaking your sensitivity and your contrast stuff to see out far. Like I post up some screenshots in shallow water, about 6 feet of water with mega imaging, and you can see how far. Just tweak the sensitivity and contrast. So, but like everybody got their own ways.
Aaron Wheatley says Aaron Wheatley says like the 83 or 200 or the chirp.
I use mine on, what is it? Oh, I never used A3 200. Josh Brown, I talked to him for a while back, and see the new units don't have that no more. You either have full narrow or wide spectrum now on 2D with the new units.
Oh,
yeah. So you don't have the 83 200 anymore like you did in the past. Because Josh Brown contacted me about that, and the new ones don't have it. But the older ones, he showed me some screenshots of it, and he likes 83 better because it shows more arcs. So,
Okay.
I'm always on 455. I never experienced for 83. Mine's either 455 or I'm using Mega.
Yep.
So I never used 83 or 200. I mean, like I said, everybody got their own ways of running their units and what they see better. Hey, that's power to them. Man. So.
Okay. All right. So the questions have kind of settled down a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Tell us exactly everything that you have as far as your setup. Just say your units as of right now.
Okay. Well, do you want me to show them what I have in my boat, or you just want me to just talk about it? Or
you can show them or talk about it, either. All
right, give me 1 minute here, guys. Well, here, of course, I'm running a 2018 Sportsman 200, 21. It's a 21 footer. I'm running a Solix 15 on the console with the Helix 5 or Helix 7, sorry, Gen 1. And the reason why I'm doing that is I'm running 2 different map cards. I'm running a Lake Master on one, and I'm running a Navionics on one. And the reason why I do that is sometimes Lake Master shows stuff that Navionics doesn't, and Navionics shows stuff that Lake Master doesn't. So it's kind of good to have the best of both worlds in a way. But that's why I'm running both units. Like I said, there's no transducer on the 7 at all. So, and then of course I got the Otrex. I love my Otrex. It's linked to my Solix.
Oh yeah.
Got to have the link system. So, and then back here I'm running 2 Talons. So see my Talons there.
Those are
the 15. Yeah, the 50 footers. 15. And the cool thing about running the 50. Yep. The other cool thing is about Humminbird is we got this deal called the One Boat Network. So everything is all connected to my Solix. I can control everything through my Solix via Bluetooth and all that good stuff. So
right. Okay.
But I'm gonna get Mega 360 here eventually. That's my main tool. That's the reason why I love Humminbird is a 360 because I use it a lot for what I do. It was either chasing bait or sometimes anchor down with catfish, or especially chasing hybrids and stuff. And for the catfish guys, the 360 would benefit real good if you're anchoring in the river on trees, because what the 360 does is it'll tell you exactly where that tree is, how far it is from your boat, and it gives you precise, feet, whatever you want to anchor away from that tree. So that's why the 360 is good, for us catfish guys too. Chasing shad. So.
Oh yeah. Well, and crappies too.
yeah, and crappie. Like my buddy Terry Blankenship and Rick Fishback, up there in Missouri, man. They using the Mega 360 to kill those crappie and docks, man. It's phenomenal. I mean, I know there's other units out there too, which is does a good job too. But I mean, we use the 360 more than anything else. Structure fishing, school fish fishing, so. Cool.
Craig Latham asks, is the Solix the top dog?
Oh yeah, Craig.
The best.
Actually, I'm gonna talk about that too. A lot of people ask me, is the Solix better? The Helix better? Well, to me, honestly, if you ask me, I love the Solix better. Yes, it is the top dog. It's touchscreen, and the interface usage is a lot faster and quicker. So like I can change my sensitivity and my range and everything on the fly on my Solix with the dial. The Helixes, you always got to push all these buttons, get through all these menus, which I hate that. But other than touchscreen and the little interface uses, they both show good images. But I love the Solix better because it's touchscreen. Just my personal preference. So like if I want to deploy my Talons on the Solix, I could do that real fast. Or I could spot lock my trolling motor with my Solix real fast. If I didn't have the remote. So see, and that's the other cool thing is too with these Humminbirds with the One Boat Network. If you lose your remote, whatever, you can still control your trolling motor with your Solix and follow the contour if you're running Lake Master map cards. So
nice. Bob asks, boat style matter? Can't seem to get great imaging on my Angler Quest pontoon boat.
Bob, I really haven't. Man, I need to get on a pontoon to see if I get great images. But on the pontoons, because of how the way that the transducer is mounted on the pontoons, I think you might have to run 2 transducers. But I don't know if 100% unless I look at it or get on the boat and check it out. But man, I need to come down there and fish with you, little buddy. I know you've been telling me to come down there, and I really do want to get on there on the Angler Quest. Those are pretty nice pontoons, by the way. Was it center consoles? Is that one, Bob? Is it a center console?
I believe so.
Man,
they got the big live
I like those. Angler Quest, man. They're pretty nice boats for catfishing and stuff like that, especially if you're guiding or something. I think they're pretty cool. But
they're made for fishing.
yeah,
So
yeah. And and here's the other thing too. A lot of people ask me, what batteries I use and stuff. When I first got this boat, I used O'Reilly's Quick Start Group 31s for my trolling motor and my units. And they work pretty good for the money. You can't complain. It lasts 3 years. And I fish hard, so 8-hour days tournament and stuff. And they finally died after 3 years. For the money, you can't complain. Now I'm running Sam's Club Duracells Group 31s, and they're holding up pretty good. I think they hold up the charge better. And I'm running a Solix 15, and those use a lot of power. So, I mean, for under $200, you can't beat it. One of these days, I'll go lithiums, which I probably will. But right now, I also want to try these Duracell AGMs. And by the way, speaking of battery, people ask me what's the best way to mount your units or when you're powering it up. We always preach clean, direct power. Either straight to the battery, to your cranking battery, no fuse box in between, or like mine, I got a dedicated battery to my Solix.
Yeah.
So, when there's a problem or something, I know where to go. If it's going bad quick, then I know it's a dead battery instead of trying to trace it all the way back to the back, whatnot. But it'll last all day.
Now, do you think with like, say your live well pump, pumping, recirculating the water, and you have that hooked to the same battery as your.
Yes, you can do that, but I want to go through the fuse box because it could interfere once you crank up your live well, whatever. And if it's hooked up to the fuse panel, it can interfere with it. It can even shut it off. That's why it's better to go directly to the battery with the proper fuse.
Sure.
A lot of guys ask why my unit is shutting off. Well, that's the problem. Why? Because it's going to a fuse buzz, and you got all the power sucking out of it, through there. So you don't have enough units power to your unit, so it shuts it off. So. Cool.
And Rick Green asked, Journey, you more of a lake fisherman or river?
I'm a lake guy, man. I got no rivers. I mean, we got rivers down here, which is Kansas and Missouri. I know nothing about the river. I'm a lake guy. So
he's a reservoir dog.
Yeah, reservoir. Yeah. I mean, it's tough, man. The reservoir can be tough too, but I want to learn how to fish the rivers one of these days. A lot of my buddies keep telling me to go down there and fish with them. One of these days, I will hit the river one of these days, but man, I'm not gonna go out there not knowing the river, man. It's too dangerous. I know what the river can do. So.
Yep.
But
sure.
But yep.
Let's see here. Kevin asks again, do you see much interference running helix from your boat main battery?
Speaking of interference, yes and no. Before I found out there was interference, because when I had my unit hooked up to the battery, I was getting interference from my trolling motor. If people didn't know this, your onboard chargers can transfer interference to the battery. So if you have, say, a 4-bank charger, yes. So I learned this and I figured that out. Me and my buddy did. We just took a battery or took a fuse out when that happens. But if you have 4 batteries, okay, your cranking battery, your 3 trolling motor battery, and you have a 4-bank charger, if those chargers connect those battery and you're running a trolling motor, it can transfer interference to your cranking battery to your unit.
No
so,
shit.
So when that happens, if you ever get interference, pull the fuse. That can help it, or check the fuse on your trolling motor head. That can get rid of the interference too. But then these are boats, man. When you're running a boat for a while and nothing happened, all of a sudden you get this interference. Dude, check your wires again. We run rough waters, so stuff get loose, wires get rub each other. So that's why I tell people, check all your wires before you jump to conclusion. Check it. I consistently do stuff on my boat and check everything over, because we running rough water and stuff bouncing around, so it does stuff go loose.
Yeah. So
that's another tip.
Well, hey, we'll do kind of your giveaway on your hat.
All right.
So don't say what it is. So did you have say a mega hybrid last year? Don't say how much it weighed. Did you have one that weighed the most out of all the rest of them?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Don't say the weight. What we're going to do for the hat giveaway, we're going to do is you share this live stream and then comment in the comment section what his biggest hybrid was last year. So if for everybody wanting to show, I think it
was it this year? I think it was this year, the end of last year. I forgot what it was, but it was either the end of last year or
either way.
beginning of this year. Anyways, it don't matter. It's
Okay.
one of the biggest one I ever caught recently.
You got that? You got the hat?
Oh yeah, I got to show. Hey, hold on, give me a minute.
Yep. Show the hat.
Oh yeah, there it is, right here.
There's a nice Minn Kota hat, the new one.
This is a Richardson Tricker's hat. It's nice, man.
Yep.
I like it. Oh.
So, what you do is share this live stream, and then comment what Journey's biggest hybrid was in the comment section, and we'll put you in the drawing for whoever comes closest will win the hat. How's that sound, Journey?
Yeah, that worked. Hey man, it's your show, brother. However you want it.
Nah, it's our show. Hell yeah. All right, David asked another question. Do you think the magnets you can put on our power line?
You know,
how much?
Do you think magnets you can put on your power lines? You know, they got those those fair rings. Humminbird got these fair rings, and what you could do is you could wrap your transducer cable around a couple of times, and that can help with interference too.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think what I was gonna talk about here with the units. But anyways,
okay.
I think we talked about this earlier, but I kind of want to show people what I look at or look for when I'm kind of searching fish on my sign imaging. So
sure.
Kind of give some tips and tricks, you know, especially for us catfishing guys. Like I kind of want to show them what I use and what I do, you know, when I'm running or searching for fish. So
hell yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna flip this around, guys.
Yep.
So, you know, blue is my favorite color. I don't know why. I just like blue because, especially during daylight, I love blue. It's better for my eyes. Everybody's eyes different, but you know, this time of the year when we're fishing for blue cats in muddy water or shallow flats, they call it. Some of you guys try this, man. On these Helix and Solix, my personal preference, especially at night or something, palette 12. I'll tell you why I like palette 12. Okay, it looks kind of weird right now, but I'll adjust it. I'll turn my sensitivity up. But the reason why I like this palette color is, and I posted a screenshot this past week. When you're scanning shallow mud flats, palette number 12, I believe. Yep, number 12. There you go, number 12. I like this palette for muddy flats because these fish will pop up like a sore thumb. You see that?
Nice. Okay.
Like on this picture, it's rocks, but fish will look like that in the muddy flats. And like, see this? You see all this right here? Your shad will pop up exactly like that on a muddy flat. So like, and then you can see fish feeding on them. And that's why I like this palette color.
Oh, a couple lunkers there. Holy moly.
I mean, it's just a simulation. Yeah. So let me go back to my screenshots here.
I know. I went down with Jordan Johnson to Texas.
Yeah.
And I can't remember which one he had, but he had a Humminbird.
Solix.
His side images were just unreal.
Yeah.
And it sold me. So
yeah, well, see, and you know, the other day when I was out this lake, El Dorado, I don't fish there a lot, but I got some cool trees and muddy flat. But here's the other reason why I like my Solix, because everything's easier. Everything's touchscreen. You know, you got your images. So this was at El Dorado here a couple of days ago when I was fishing for little blues, you know, over there just for eaters. But this lake has a lot of trees. But we're fishing shallow water. This is where I was just scanning, but I was actually in shallow, like 4 feet of water. Let me go back here, and I'll show you what we're looking at here. First off, I'm going to show everybody what we're looking at here first. So, of course, see all that right there? Those are all like trees. You see the shadow?
Yep. Okay.
And look, you see that dot right there? That's not a fish. That's a tree. It's actually sticking straight up. You see that shadow behind it?
Huh. Yeah.
That's the tree.
Okay.
See these clouds? To me, those are like shad. Shad. Yep. So there might be some fish. Like this might be fish right here. See that? That might be fish. See all those trees sticking out? See the shadow?
Yeah.
Those are like pretty much trees. But I'll go back this screenshot here. Okay, here's a muddy flat with some trees in it. Okay. And here's the reason why I like this palette. You see that? You see that dot right there?
Yep.
See, those are most of the likely fish. See, that's a tree because see that shadow casting right behind it. That's a tree sticking straight up. But these right here are fish right here. Oh, there you go. Those are fish to me. And the reason why they look small is because I'm in 6 feet of water. Look at my range. It's 76 feet. If I were to bring my range in, that will blow up a little bigger. So you know when I'm searching for fish, no matter where I'm looking, deep water or shallow water, my range is gonna be like 175 to 100 feet because I want to see the bottom. I'm looking for fish. So when I see what I like,
water, so for like springtime would be this unit in the spring would be key.
Yeah,
because you're trying to find fish.
Yeah, like even when I was on Chris Baldwin's boat one day, I was playing with his Solix, man. We were in like 4 feet of water, and we're fishing in like 3 feet of water, and you can see the whole bottom 100 feet out on this mega imaging, just with a bunch of just playing with your settings and stuff. But I mean, this in 6 feet of water, seeing 76 feet out both sides, that's pretty dang good. Like down here, see those group of trees right there?
Yep.
Here's another one that I got. Hold on. Let me try to find that one.
Being close to Red Rock is we don't have we do have ledges, but we don't have a lot of trees.
Yep. See here,
in the water, so it's tough.
So this right here is you're pretty much mud flat right here, and these specks of this is pretty much fish. See those? That's fish. Fish.
Heck yeah.
That's what I look for when I'm looking for catfish in muddy flats. But a lot of people ask me, how do I adjust my sign imaging? Well, a lot of guys say 3 times the depth. Don't believe that, dude. Look at this. I mean, I'm in 76 feet each side of the boat, 4 feet of water. So, just adjust accordingly. I go by a rule of thumb unless I'm looking for fish, shallow water. Like if I'm in 5, 10, 15 feet, I'm in about 50, 60 foot range. But if I get deeper to like 15, 20, 30 feet, I'll turn my range out to 75 to 100 because I want to see the bottom.
Nice.
More of the bottom. Okay. So, and then of course just contrast and sensitivity, man. That's all it is.
Okay.
How Chris Hillbanks asked me how do I catch shad all the time? Throw the net a lot.
Yeah. Have strong shoulders.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man, I wish it's easy all year round, man. But when it's tough, you kind of got to rely on your sonar. But I think to me this time of the year, shad is about to spawn, so you won't see them on sign imaging. That might be close to the bank. You won't even see them.
Yep.
So take that into consideration, man. Because back in the day when I used to fish the shores, for crappie this time of the year, man, it'd be at nighttime. I hear splashes and these shad are spawning. So you can't find shad deep water like you normally do. They're probably in like less than 1 feet of water. So I mean, it's just a tip.
I did some reading up, and I think they spawn at 60 degrees water temperature.
Yeah. And I seen it happen because I was crappie fishing, and the crappie was biting real good, and then the shad came up and started splashing by the rocks. I'm like, what the heck? So I threw my cast net, dude. I filled my cast net with big shad.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, like to answer your question, Chris, you just get lucky and just got to throw the net and have strong shoulders, brother. We all wish it was easy every time we go out,
Or when they're not spawning, they're in say
deep water,
10,
probably
15 foot of water. Yeah, use your your 360 imaging. That way you can stay on them the whole time and know exactly where they're at.
Yeah. So. But it's like these people tell me, some guys are like, I don't need these fancy fish finder stuff. You don't. But to me, it's safety, and it's safety, and it when you don't have all the time where to go fishing, you know where to go fish right away. So you know where the fish is at right away. So it's just less time consuming. So I mean that's just my opinion. I mean you don't have to have the best, man. You can run a Helix 5 and a 7 if you know how to use it right. It works. So
time on the water is huge.
I don't know, man. Luke, I probably got it from you, brother. Dude, nice channel cap, by the way, man. That was a beast.
That was a big one.
Yeah. Like I was telling Phil over here, I've got a little our quarantine beard going. I'm gonna try to get this baby. Like you see those Chinese movies with the bald guys with the big the kung fu guys. Yep. That's gonna be my goal. But see, it's getting too patchy, so I might have to get the size off.
Yep. So well, that's why I started getting burnt from fishing, and I thought, if something happens to where I have to shave my beard, if up from up here is going to be all tan, down here is going to be all completely white just because I had the beard on the whole time. So I thought, I better shave it now. So.
Yeah, man. But hey, first off, I want to do a huge shout out, man. If you guys run Humminbirds or Makota, or if you're planning on to, even if you run Lowrance or Garmin, I mean, they're all good units. We got a site called the Graph Masters on Facebook. If you guys like to follow us,
okay.
We'll keep it. If you have any questions on there, there's a lot of knowledge guys that know a lot about these Humminbirds. I mean, I don't know everything. I'm learning from everybody as well too, and try to keep notes of the problems people have. Because like I said, I don't know everything. But the Graph Masters, if you get on there, you got any questions, just post it up. Like I said, we check it every day. We keep it clean, no drama, just straight questions and answers. And like I said, you got a lot of knowledgeable guys up there that help you out. So
what I'll do is I'll post the link to the Graph Masters page or group to YouTube and Facebook. That way people know where to go. Say if they do have issues and they think, oh, remember that video that they did. So
yeah. And and I'm an average Joe like everybody else, man. And I just want our catfish. I just want, like, you try to help the catfish community out, man. And that's just my part of helping the catfish community. By we all spend a lot of money on these electronics, and I'm here for them. You can PM me whenever. I get a lot of messages all the time. I try to get back with everybody and try to answer these questions. Like I said, I don't know everything, but if it's something I can help you with, like there's a lot of guys that I help. Like I told Phil, it doesn't matter. You have a big, small boat, aluminum, fiberglass, bass guy, catfish.
It don't matter.
Dude, just hit me up. I can help you guys the best I can. I don't know everything. There's stuff that I can't help to fix, that I wish I could. I wish I could just send everybody a new unit and send me that one. I can fix it, whatever. But I try to do the best I can if you guys need help down me and stuff. So I know everybody spend a lot of money on these units, just like we all do. It sucks not to have something go right, and that's why I'm here. So like customer service,
have it working.
Yep. And like I tell everybody, man, these units here, they're only as good as the user. If don't expect to get something and plug it in and expect it's gonna be all perfect. Like I said, if you want to use these to their potential, you gotta learn how to use it. Turn it on, put it on simulator mode, and just play with the buttons. Because if you mess it up, it's in a simulator. It ain't gonna mess it up. But I can tell you one thing: if playing it in the garage and then going out and in the lake, you're gonna forget everything. So it's better it's better just leave your rods at home. Just go stand in the lake, and you'll see stuff that you didn't know was there. So.
Yep. Okay. Adam John. I should have listened to you and went with Humminbird. I like my Lowrance, but I've been on Buddy's boat with Humminbird, and it's awesome. I must be changing soon.
You know what, man? I don't bash another. They all cost money. They all work good. That's why it goes back to they only work good as a user, man. Like I love the 360. That's why I love Humminbird. There's bass guys like Jacob Wheeler running 3 different ones. So you use what you like, man. They're all good in their own way. Just like fishing rods, reels. Like now, I'm using 4 different kind of rods. I don't care no more. I like them all. They all got their own ways, and I like them all. So it just that's how it should be,
Yep, that is true.
Dude, I'll buy every single rod if it's all red. I'll buy every single rod there is, different ones if they have red on it, which I will eventually probably. So.
Okay, so we've had quite a few people. Just in case there's anybody new to the stream, in order to win the Minta hat, you have to guess what Journey's biggest hybrid was that he's caught so far. What his biggest personal best hybrid, and then what you do is share this live stream, and then comment in the comment section what you think his weight is. So if anybody new joined the stream. So
hey Phil, let me shut my garage real quick. It's raining. It's kind of loud. So I'll be right back in like 2 seconds.
No problem. I can keep them entertained. So what's everybody been doing today? Been crappie fishing? I know I have. I've been the last 2 days. Hasn't been a huge bite, but it's been I've been catching 15, 20 a day. Yesterday was a better day with a lot more bigger ones, but
never mind. It kind of died down. So
yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
I think we're
But hey, guys,
getting rain up here. So.
Yeah, it's pouring right now. But I'm gonna show everybody my transducer placement. Kind of.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I said, this is on my aluminum boat. So on my G3.
Okay. Now, is placing your transducer closest to the bottom of your boat, is that key as well?
Yes. Yeah. So I always tell people put lowest and most center as possible. So here's my drain plug, right? So that's the center of my boat. Well, I have my transducer here in the past, right here, farther out. But I like it better right here in between my drain plug and my intake.
Okay.
And you see,
yeah, it's pretty much level with the bottom of the boat.
Okay. Maybe an 1/8 of an inch or 16th of an inch below this right here. Be good. But like when you install a transducer on your own, make sure don't put your leveler on this right here. I make sure this bracket is square and level right here. This bracket right here, which is this square bracket, which is holding the transducer. That needs to be level and squared. Not this bracket right here on the not this transducer bracket, but this square bracket right here needs to be squared. When you guys decide to do your own, transducer install, whatever, this has got to be a level and square. That's where you want your leveler, not on this bracket.
Okay.
So.
Huh.
That's another tip too.
All right.
So, and here's another thing too. Another tip for the guys. If you're running talons, dude, I highly recommend everybody get. Hold on, give me 1 minute. I recommend everybody's getting this quick disconnect plug from Humminbird too for your talons or Minn. Like something happens, you can just untwist these and loosen these bolts, and you can just take your talon off. Okay. Or like if you have some kind of power issue, you can just unscrew real quick and plug it back in. The reason why is you ain't got to open up your battery compartment and get in there and unplug everything. So,
okay. All right.
And then here's the other thing on my boat. I run a AS GPS puck on mine. The reason for that is your waypoints will be more accurate. So when the guys installed this puck, you want it to be as close as you can to your transducer, which is right there. So this is pretty close. So when you run one of these and you're marking a waypoint, that is where your waypoint is going to be at, where this thing is.
Huh. Okay.
So if you're not running a puck, when you mark a waypoint, it's going to be off your unit.
Okay.
So keep that in consideration too.
Okay.
I know from that unit up there to this transducer, that's a long ways, man. Every foot makes a big difference.
And now you got a puck for your trolling motor as well, don't you?
A what?
A puck for your trolling motor as well?
Yeah. It's up here.
Oh, okay. Yep.
It's really not this puck right here is my transducer or for my trolling motor. It goes right by the console. As long as I'm facing forward and get connection, you're good to go. And that's for like jogging purposes. Yep. That thing works good when you're crappie fishing.
I love jogging. It's so much fun.
Yeah. So if you don't have that, you can't use the jog mode features on the Mintas. But it's nice to have when you're crappie fishing because these crappie tend to move. So you go push a button, you can go 5 foot this way, left or right. So 5
or 10. If you just hit it twice, you go 10.
Twice, Yep.
Now okay, so Matt had a question. I thought Humminbird says you get air pockets unless it's on the right side of the boater.
No, my buddy has a Triton and he runs two units, Humminbird and Lowrance. He has his Humminbird on the left side of the motor. Normally it's supposed to be on the right side, but he had his on the port side, and it get great images too. Like I said, all boats are different. I can't speak for other boats, but this boat, his transducer is on the left side, and it never had an issue, and it got a lot of clear images too. Okay, all right. Rick Green, how far away should my puck be from a trolling motor? It doesn't matter. You can have it from the back of the boat as long as it's getting Bluetooth connection and no interference. When you install these pucks, get a compass. Just make sure you have no magnifying or what do you call that? No interference. When you have interference, it can screw up your compass. So or whatever.
Now,
your puck
I know a lot of guys have issues with. Oh God, how should I say it? When they set up their trolling motor, their newer ones, with the puck, and what's the best? I know they got to do 3 circles this way, and
To calibrate it.
Yeah, what's
Well,
the best way to do that?
You know, if you ain't got no lake around, just hook the boat up to your truck and have somebody look and just drive around in circles as tight as you can. Yes, that worked too.
No shit, huh?
Yep. See, that's another tip. Yep. Yeah. Done it before.
Huh?
So,
I mean, you could hook up a 4-wheeler to your boat.
Yeah, and just drive in circles 2 times, full circles.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, that you calibrate it that way too.
Huh? I'll be damned.
Yep.
That's.
Oh yeah,
beautiful.
And here's another thing. When people contact me having issues, be more specific. They say, "Oh, my unit is having issues," well, or my images are not good. The best thing is for us to help you out, or anybody, is take pictures of your sound imaging, and we can see what's going on and stuff, and help us out to help you to fix your issues too. Just don't message like, "Oh, I'm having an issue." Be specific, man. Just and then we can help you that way, because it's hard to narrow. It could be anything.
Okay.
So, yep.
Well, I know you do a lot for catfishing and everything, because I've seen you show up to tournaments before and work on people's boats that are having issues. And a lot of people don't do that kind of stuff, and that's awesome that you do that.
That's why I signed up to do this, man. It's not for everybody. I mean, my phone blow up all the time about questions and stuff, and that's the reason why. That's the reason why I do what I do, because I love it. I love interacting with people, helping people out. Because I never had that kind of help, so I decided to do everything myself and just, then not end up doing what I'm doing.
Yep.
So, and we never had that. So I want to be the guy to help people if they need it, tournament or not. I don't want to fish with the guy that don't have bait,
Exactly.
Just that kind of, I mean, it's for money, but it's just, to me, it's just not right.
That's what I always like our 2-day tournaments. I've had guys where after the first day, they're like, man, how the hell did you do that? And I tell them, well, this is where we're fishing. So tomorrow, I mean, it's not hard to miss my boat. So I mean, hey, come looking for me.
Yeah.
Just as long as you're not right on top of me, you can fish in the same area. I really don't care. So.
Dude, electronics, man. I tell this, and I'll live by it till the day. Electronics don't catch fish.
No.
Or you catch the fish. They help.
They help a little bit.
They help, but they don't catch the fish for you. You gotta catch the fish, and that's why I tell everybody, man. So just because there's just don't look at like I can not, my unit could be messed up and I can outfish somebody else, or vice versa. So it doesn't matter. But my bottom line is, if you have issues, if you see me out there in the tournament, just come say hi, man. You have issues, come get me. I'll help you out. I usually have tools in my truck. So
awesome.
And that's kind of my way of helping the catfish community,
Yep.
I mean, try to do the best I can. So
so about probably, I'm going to say probably 5 or 6 times a year, I'll get somebody new that'll go down. And I live in Iowa. I'll get somebody new that goes to Wheeler or in Alabama in general and say, hey, we've been here a day. We haven't really caught anything. We know you've been here quite a bit. Could you help us out? And it kind of makes you feel good knowing that you're 12 hours away and doing your best to try to put somebody on fish is just, and then when they do catch something, it's even better. So, but
the tip for them is like, they need to keep this in mind. If somebody help you, just give them a shout out, like, hey man, thanks to Phil, whatever,
Journey.
It goes a long ways. It goes a long ways, man. People might not think it, but it goes a long ways. And people might think it's annoying when I think them a lot, but it's just trying to show some respect and show them that it doesn't mean something when people help me out, And I'm nobody, man. I'm just like everybody else, just average or fisherman, like to help other guys. It is, but
heck yeah.
We got no questions over there, Phil?
Rick Green said you helped him out at Milford. David Weiner says good karma. That's a big.
Oh, dude, I believe in good karma, man. If I got a lot of bait, I'll give anybody that don't have bait fish tournament. I don't care. Money involved, it don't matter. Like I said before, you can't. What's the point of fishing with guys that has no bait? It's just just makes sense to me. So
okay, all right. So we'll just say it right now. What was your biggest hybrid fish?
I think it was 12 pounds.
12 pounds. So
it was big. It was a big fat boy. 12 pounds.
We'll go ahead. We got a 10-2. We've got
Okay,
a
to be fair, it was 12.2 pounds. Sorry, 12.2 pounds.
we got a 10-2. We got a 13-6 is the closest now.
Wow.
We've got a 13. So let's see here. I think we had some other ones. Okay, so I believe 13 pounds
Who's that?
has won it. Let me scroll down. Try to find it again. And pull it up again. Where you at? Mike Salazar.
Oh, Mike. Oh, is
Yep,
he
Mike.
fishing Perry? Oh, another thing is, man, whoever's fishing the Perry tournament this weekend for was the Catfish Chasers tournament. I hope to see everybody there. It's gonna be a good tournament, and thanks to David and Craig for throwing that tournament during these times, man. I hope everybody stays safe. But that's awesome. Just to get everybody out, do something. You know what I mean? So we'll be there. We'll be there Saturday. Too bad you can't make it.
I know. Well, I would, but it's me and the wife talked, and with everything that's going on, and
yeah, that's a far drive too. And how many hours is it for you?
Yep.
How long is the drive?
To Perry?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess close to 5 hours.
Yeah, that's still pretty far, but it's not too bad.
Yeah. No, I mean, really, I base everything off. I base everything off 12 hours away. So 5 hours is really like a 2-hour shot for me. So
it should be a good one. Like I said, I want to wish everybody luck and be careful, man. But it's gonna be a good one. And like I said, I appreciate Dave and Craig for having the tournament during these times, man. I think it's pretty cool. And then also to Nagy, Alex Nagy and his Twisted Cat this weekend too. So good luck to everybody fishing that. If this wasn't fishing, I'll probably go fish down there on that one, which I'm gonna fish one of his Twisted Cat ones sometime this year. So
if we weren't quarantined, I would almost fish Perry on Saturday and then drive and fish LOZ on Sunday. So.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm pretty sure the fishing biting good up there right now.
Oh God!
I want to go down there and do some crappie fishing with my peoples, man. They're killing it down there. Rick, Terry. Oh yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
But good luck to everybody in that tournament. I'll see you guys there. Is Mike fishing that tournament?
I'm not sure if he is. He said, Phil, I forgot to share it, so give it to somebody else. Mike, if you just share the post right now, that'll work.
Yeah.
I mean,
just tell Mike to message me and like and all that, and I'll send it to him tomorrow.
Cool.
Ship it out tomorrow. So, but man, like I said, thanks for having me on this show, man. I ain't gonna lie, it got me kind of nervous. I talk to a lot of people in person, but when it comes to public stuff like this, I suck at it. You know, growing up, I hated it. I appreciate it. Like I said, if anybody ever see me at tournament and stuff, just come up and introduce yourself and say hi, man. I'm just average Joe like you guys. So don't be afraid. And like I know, like, just like you, Phil, you help a lot of guys out too, your shows and stuff too, how to catch fish, man. And I'm no king catfish me like people say I am. We just put in the work.
Yep.
That's all it is. Just put in the work.
Yep.
Put the money and the time.
Yep. Justin Barger said, great show tonight, guys.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks. Right. Thanks, Justin.
That'll work. So, thanks for joining the show, brother. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, man. Like I said, just tell if anybody's having questions, just don't be afraid to message me. So if I forget, if I don't answer back, I'm pretty good at answering back. If I don't, just send me another message because I'm good at getting back with people. So
and then again, I'll put the
Graph Masters,
the Graph Masters in the
guys
comment section on Facebook and on YouTube. So
the guys at Graph Masters help out a lot too. Like if you have any questions, or if there are like certain questions that you want to look for any answers, get on top with an hourglass or what is it, magnifying glass, and just type down keywords and it'll search it. A lot of people, I think a lot of people forget about that because they ask the same questions every single time.
Okay.
So
awesome, brother. Well, I think that's
Bob. Tell Bob I'm gonna come down his way one of these days.
Where's Bob live anyway?
I think Bob, you live in Missouri, right? I think Bob lives in Missouri. I think like the Ozarks, I believe, around that area.
Does he?
So yeah.
Huh.
Did he answer?
Not yet. It's got kind of like about a 30-second delay or something like that.
Yeah. Man, I don't know, man. If I ever get laid off or something, I might just move to Missouri. Got good lakes down there, so.
Oh, yeah. Bob lives in Springfield,
That's what I
Missouri.
thought.
It's all around Lake of the Ozarks.
Around about an hour away.
Yep, pretty close.
By Grand and all that. There's a lot of good lakes.
I think
Man, I
so.
would love to live down there just to scan these lakes, man, because they got a lot of cool structures and you know, a lot of cool to look for.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like Red Rock. I was on Red Rock today, and I was looking everywhere for a tree, or I went around. Well, they call it Red Rock for a reason because they got big, huge red boulders.
Yeah,
and I thought,
awesome.
you know, if I can catch a couple of those just in the water, say like 10 foot in the water, man, them crappies will be around it like crazy. And not a single boulder was in the water. So it's like, oh, so now it's all just like mud and gravel is all I had to deal with. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, dude, I wanted to go fishing today, but I didn't want to go fishing and be back, you know, tired for the first show and stuff like that. Today was actually really nice, man. So
it was. I went fishing.
Yeah, man, buddy. But I hope to see you soon. I'm pretty sure we'll see each other. Like I said, I'm looking forward to Calamus, and I know you're fishing that one, right? Like this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So we'll be there for sure.
I told her. I said, "There's nobody in Nebraska up at Calamus that has the the virus, so I think we'll be all right there."
Man, I want to go up there just to fish for fun, man. That lake is pretty awesome, dude. I love it. That's awesome that Dave's having tournaments up there. I mean, like I said, it's only been my second year or third year, and tell all the guys that's watching, if you guys never been there for channel camp, oh my god,
yeah,
dude. I mean, I know you go up to Canada, but man, for around here, whew,
yeah. In the United States, you can go on the Red River on the United States side and still catch. You'll catch, you know, probably in a day's time, you'll catch probably 4 or 5 20s. But you'll catch like 70, 80 fish.
Yeah.
But you get into Canada and you'll be pushing that 25-pound mark. Yeah. Well, Calamus, I would say, is
Dude, I'm telling you what, man. Like when I talk to people and I talk about Calamus, I get goosebumps, man, because these people don't understand how hard these fish take. I don't care if it's a 15-pounder. Like last year we went we did crap the first day, but the second day, man, when those 15, 20-pound channel hit, dude, I shit you not, dude, the braid line on my reel almost burnt my finger because they're pulling drag out, hitting the 50 feet of water, dude. No lie, it was crazy.
Yeah. We had me and Josh. I think it was 2 years ago. We had a 10-pounder. It was just a 10-pounder. He had hit so hard that when he hit the first time, it moved the rod holder a little bit.
Yeah.
And then he took it down for a just like an extra 5 foot the rod, and ended up breaking the rod holder loose, and the rod almost popped out. So, I think the weather might be messing with us. I know we're starting to get some weather here as well. So, I think Journey may have kicked off. So, weather's starting to come. Of course, it's going to mess with the coverage and everything. So, we'll go ahead and end the show right there. Thanks for everybody for joining the stream. Thanks for all the shares. You know, we appreciate everybody watching. So, other than that, here he is back again. Here, I'll move that. Okay. All right,
there you go.
I think sorry, you're back on.
I didn't know what
What's up, man?
What's up, brother? Let's do volume 2.
Well,
my phone's over.
We're starting to get a storm here too, so that might be affecting it.
Okay, man. Well, it's nice talking to you, Phil. We'll see each other again, man.
Likewise. Yep. Oh yeah. If not, if I don't see you here in the next, I'm going to say month, then we need to have a date with hybrids. So. Oh yeah. Yeah, it must be the storm rolling in. So, we're going to end it there. Thanks for everybody for joining the stream. Other than that, you know, do your best to get out and fish. You know, like I said, this is going to be every Thursday night, 7 o'clock 7 to 8 o'clock, depending on whoever's on the show. So yeah, we'll go from there. And if we happen to where we can't do the show, say if something pops up, I have kids to where if they do start playing softball again, if they play on Thursday nights, if we can't do the show, then I'm pretty sure you guys will understand. So, and but we won't go without a show. It'll be just done during a certain time. So, but yeah. Other than that, this is Catfish Rehab. Phil Brown signing out. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for joining the show, boys. End broadcast now. Now.